welcome back to the Citizens channel. Hope you're all staying safe and well on our odd shows. We look forward to the trip to Germany. Yes, Borussia Dortmund versus City on the 25th of October 2022 in the Champions League match day 5, of course, for season 22-23. I think the sponsors are Signal Iduna Park. I know they don't like calling it that, but I think it still is that, so we'll call it that. Oh, we're going to have a look at the value on this game. There certainly is a little bit of value on both teams as well. Yeah, I'm not overly optimistic on this one. So there's a little bit of value on City about, and there's a little bit of value on Borussia as well. So please join me for this today. And if you are new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications. It'd be great to have you on board. I do everything City, past, present, forever. With the World Cup coming up, there'll be loads more history stuff, of course. At the moment, it's more the new stuff, but lots of history stuff over the World Cup break. If you want your fix of City, old and new, of course. So join me for that, and give us a thumbs up, guys. If you like what I try and do, I try and inform and entertain. If I can, please give us a thumbs up. It'd be great if you can do that for me. Right, so let's have a look at the value on this, please. I don't condone gambling, and when the fun stops, stop. All these prices are at the 23rd of October 2022, so a couple of days before the game. And yeah, I've took an average. There are some slightly better prices than these, but I've tried to look at the main jank of bookies and what price they're offering. So if you shop around, you should get a little bit better prices for these, depending on what bookies you have an account with. General odds on the Champions League. Yeah, City are 15-8 favourites still to win the Champions League. If you fancy, I'm not as perhaps less convinced this year, perhaps than other years. But whilst we've got Haaland, we've still got a chance, haven't we? So we've got to look at the positives. But apart from that, I'd say I'm not overly enamoured with how we're playing at the moment. But it's a long way to go, isn't it? Let's be straight about it. Munich are 11-2, so there's a big gap between us and the rest of them. PSG are 6, Liverpool are 8, and Dortmund themselves, they're just a 66-1 clickety-click outsider. The odds on the match themselves, yeah, not too bad on City. You can get 8-13 on a City win. You get 10-3 on the draw and 4-1 on Dortmund. Right, my starting 11, so if you watch my preview show, you'll see the whys and wherefores, how I got to these. Ederson, Cancelo, Akanji, Diaz, Ake, Rodri, KDB, Gundogan, Foden, Haaland, and Bernardo. Yeah, I'm just summing up the game. I mean, a draw is enough for City. It could be enough for Dortmund as well, but I don't think City should play for it, although Pep's vibes are not 100% positive at the moment. But I personally believe a draw is the best we can get. If we're at it, yes, of course we can. We can beat anyone, but we've not been quite at it recently. But so they may surprise us and be at it in Dortmund, and that'll be all well and good. But I'll be happy with the draw in this one. Not usually lots of goals. I'll be very surprised if there's lots of goals. Usually 2 or 3 goals. Very rarely 4 goals, I don't think, in these. So a 2-1 either way wouldn't surprise me. And a goal win either way wouldn't surprise me either. Let's get on to specifics. So any comments I'll make as we're going through them. Obviously, first goal scorer. You've got people like Alvarez and Mahrez. Alvarez at 9-2, Mahrez at 13-2. As you can see from my 11, I don't think they'll be playing. Haaland, if he's fit, which hopefully will. He has intimated he's fine. He had a little bit of a knock on Saturday, but he should be all right. Haaland is 13-5. That's not bad value. But I do look again at KDB, who's back on the score sheet. You can get 17-2. First goal scorer. Foden, who I think will be playing up front, 15-2. Bernardo, who I'm hoping will play a more forward role in this, 12-1. So there is some value there if you like playing the first goal scorers. It's not my favourite thing to do, in fairness. I don't mind the anytime goal scorers, but not the first goal scorers. As far as Dortmund are concerned, yeah, the spread around the goals a bit. Bellingham is their lead scorer with 6 at the moment, but players like Roos, Brandt, Coco, Modesti have all contributed this season. And if you look at their first goal scorers, Modesti and Moukoko are 9-1. Roos is 10, Brandt is 14. I had to double check this one on Bellingham. 22-1 on Bellingham, first goal scorer. That is looking interesting. That is very, very interesting. He scored a couple against Stuttgart in their last game as well. So that's worth a look, guys, I would say. On to the anytime goal scorer. Yeah, we'll come back to Bellingham with that as well. Still look pretty good. Anytime goal scorer Haaland's 4 to 6 on, which if you don't like betting odds on, is fine. KDB 11 to 4, 11 to 4. KDB anytime goal scorer. I'm fairly sure he'll play. That's pretty good. That's value. You got Foden 11 to 5, Bernardo 4 to 1. Again, all good value for this one. And if you look at the Dortmund players we've already mentioned, Modesti's 13 to 5, Coco's 11 to 4, Roos is 3 to 1, Brandt 5 to 1. But Bellingham, I mean, has he picked an injury up? I don't think he picked an injury up in the last game. 15 to 2. Bellingham, and he likes to score against City. So I'd be looking at that, guys. I mean, just get on quick if I don't know when you're watching this, but just check if it's still there, because I think there's a bit of value around Bellingham in this game. Hat-trick, to score a hat-trick, Haaland 11 to 1. Could be classed as many as very generous, that, but as I said, I don't expect many goals in this game. But even to score 2 or more goals, you can get 3 to 1 on Haaland. And yes, he did score 2 last time out. Why not Bellingham? He keeps cropping up in this one. Potentially a future City player if you believe the stuff you read on social media. Bellingham scored 2 on Saturday, as I said, against Stuttgart, and he's an incredible to score 2 or more goals. Bellingham 125 to 1. So I think it's all about Bellingham this week, guys. I know we don't often feature opponents' players, but I'm probably totally wrong. But if you're looking for value, which is what it's all about, and a bit of fun, why not? Let's have a look at half-time. Let's go away from the scorers. Half-time, full-time. I think it's going to be a tight game. City 6 to 4. Can't see that. A draw in City is 4 to 1. Dortmund 15 to 2. Some good value there if you fancy Dortmund, which I said I'm not averse to thinking Dortmund might win this. Dortmund half-time, City full-time, which was as it was last 2 seasons ago in the same competition. Was it 2 seasons ago, April 21? No, it'd be last season then, wouldn't it? Yeah, 18 to 1. Dortmund first half and City to win at full time. So that's interesting. And a draw at half time and Dortmund to win full time is 11 to 1. So again, as I said, some value knocking about with this. The correct score's a funny one. I'm probably going 2-1 either way with this one. But if you fancy the City 1-0, that's 9 to 1. If you fancy a City 2-1, which it was last time out at their place, that's 7 to 1. A 1-0 win for Dortmund, 18s. A 2-1 win to Dortmund is 14s. And if you fancy a draw, which a lot of people are edging towards that, a 1-1 draw is 15 to 2. And an interesting 2-2 draw will be 12 to 1. So I wouldn't put anyone off those as well. On the handicaps, I'm only really looking at Dortmund +2. You can get, all right, if you don't mind betting odds on, you get 1 to 2 on for Dortmund +2 goals. That sounds reasonable value. And if you fancy Dortmund +1, so again, not bad value, 13 to 10. So you're going odds against with that one. So that's still interesting. Goals under and over. As I said, I don't expect loads of goals for this. If you fancy over 2.5, which is a safer bet, you can get 1 to 2 on. So again, if you don't like doing odds on, you'd probably forget that. Over 3.5, which got me 4 goals in the game. I doubt it. I mean, unless a team, one or either of us score early and we really come at it. 5 to 4 for over 3.5, but I don't think the bookies are being too generous there. But if you fancy under 3.5, which all points to that based on recent meetings, 8 to 13 on, so the bookies are not taking too many chances. Winning margin, City by 1 goal is 13 to 5. Fair enough. City by 2 goals, 7 to 2. As I said, I'm dubious on either side winning by 2 goals. Dortmund by 1 goal, he gets 6 to 1. But Dortmund by 2 goals, 2-0, 3-1. Anyone for that? Very possible. You can get 15 to 1. And as I said, you can get a little bit better as well. 15 to 1 on Dortmund to win by 2 goals. And finally, before we have a look at our value on this game today, both teams to score. I think it's got to be yes. I think it'd be disappointing for either team not to get on the score sheet in this one, and it usually happens City and Dortmund. So the bookies aren't taking any chances, not giving anything away. It's 1 to 2 on, but as I said, if you don't mind betting odds on, that's okay. And if you fancy one of the teams not to score at least, you can get 6 to 4. So again, the bookies are being a bit more generous, but as I say, I think they're assuming both teams are going to get on the score sheet. So there you go. Let me know what you're having. Let me know what you're doing, what you fancy. If you're doing various permutations, I know a lot of you do, rather than one-off bets, just let me know. Just let me know beforehand on the comments, or let me know afterwards. Oh, Bernard, I did this, and you let me know beforehand. I can keep my fingers crossed for you, and hopefully you do all right. But let me know anyway. Please check out my preview show where you can find out how I got to my starting 11, and please check out. It could be live. I'm not too sure yet. Just keep checking in with Twitter, etc., to see if there's a notification. It could be a live player rating show after the match on Tuesday evening, or it could just be a standard player rating show which we put out that evening or the Wednesday morning, followed of course by the talking points where we have a look bit more at the match stats and facts of the Dortmund City game, and hopefully we'll confirm our top spot as well as already we've confirmed qualification already, but we can confirm our top spot in the group. Hopefully that's fingers crossed for that. Fingers crossed for your bets. Let me know what you're doing anyway, guys. It'd be great to hear from you. Please, until we meet again, that's one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Bye for now.